Hello and welcome to this Let's Furnish series. In this little mini-series, we're going to be tackling this townhome here, and it's an N unit, as you can see. It's part of a complex that I'm developing currently. I think there's still either 2 or 3 more sets of these buildings to be put in, and obviously a lot of landscaping still to be done, but I just figure we can get started off bright and early with one of these things, and hopefully it'll be good fun. This is actually fairly large in comparison to some of my other houses, so I think furnishing it will be a bit more easy and we can get a bit more creative than we could otherwise. So let's get right into it, and since we're right outside the door of this place, let me just go ahead and put down some potted plants here. We're just going to use an orchid and an allium, and we're going to put the orchid by the door and the allium here. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is the very beginning of this series. Pretty cool. So now we're going to go ahead and put in a table in the entryway here, and we're going to make that 3 blocks wide, like so. We're going to put in a slab as the middle piece, and there we go. Yeah, so slab is the middle piece, and then we're going to go ahead and put in a head and a potted plant, and maybe a picture in the middle. So we're going to put the head in here, plant there, and hopefully we can squeeze out one of those 2-block high paintings here. Nope, nope, nope. Let's see. Just kind of box it in like that. Maybe if I were to get rid of the poppy, put this down. It stinks that you don't have any real way of selecting the paintings, and you have to kind of do acrobatics. There we go. Get a decent one to come in, but I guess that's just the nature of the game. I think there are certain plugins that let you do that, but I don't know. So now I'm going to put in some carpet as kind of like an entryway rug, and the layout of these is a bit odd, admittedly. You know, I could probably have an entry from the garage over here, but they're like a year old. I had even less of any idea what I was doing back then, so I guess that's that. So anyway, moving on. Here we are in the kitchen, so let me go ahead and put in another potted flower, and these kind of are my main way of adding just a bit of interest and texture and such to the homes here. Let's go ahead and put in a brewing stand. Actually, no, let's do that on the next block over. Here we go. So that's just like a coffee maker or something like that. And since we're in the kitchen, let's go ahead and work on the dining set. We're going to use quartz stairs for those, or for the chairs anyway. And let's see, I guess we can just do the same sort of table that we did in the entryway. And actually, I want to make that out of spruce wood. So let's put this at the end of it, and hopefully I can, there we go, alright. Glad that worked. And let's put another block here so we can get that like so. One stair in the middle, and another at the end. And we're going to go ahead and put frames on these, and some people might say it's inaccurate to have white chairs around the table, but I actually have one of those in real life, and I use that as my computer chair. It's like a white vinyl sort of thing. It's obviously from the 60s or 70s. It's extremely comfy though. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and use these. We'll have one of these as a cup, and one as a plate. And let's see, will this look any good? I guess that looks alright. We'll go ahead and do that. So those will kind of be like the armrests for the chairs here. Like so. Go ahead and do this one. And 1 or 2 more, actually. And let's head out. Actually, no, let me go ahead and put down a painting. And hopefully we can actually get a 2x2 here. Oh, jeez. Like the one time I actually want one, it's probably not going to spawn. Oh. Norton says Fraps is using a large amount of CPU. There we go. That's nice. It's perfect too, because it's a wine glass and it's in the kitchen. So let's see if we can get one more 2x1 here. I'll block this off. Come on. Not this one. I already used that one. Guess we'll just settle for one of these. Fine, fine. Have it your way. Have it your way. I can. No. Alright, so we'll just go ahead and go with those, and as you can see, we've got a nice little patio area back here, so let's go ahead and make some kind of outdoor furniture. And for that, actually, I'm going to go ahead and use carpet for the top block. We'll use white, and then oak wood stairs for the chairs, basically. We're just going to go ahead and expand this patio a little bit to accommodate this stuff better. And there's that. One step, two, chair, rather. There we go. So, let's go ahead and add a couple of potted plants up here, actually, on this little deck type deal. Go with a poppy and a pink tulip. There we go. So that's that, and then I guess I'll go ahead and add two more in these corners. And we'll go ahead and go with sapling, which I just dropped. That is so incredibly annoying. Sapling and a fern, so that's good. We're good to go with that, and then we'll go ahead and head on upstairs to the upper level. And I think I will put another painting here. Hopefully I can get a 2x2. Oops. There we go. Nice. Very nice. So, here in the upstairs, I guess I'll go ahead and put the TV against this wall. And for that we're going to go ahead and use black stained clay and spruce wood and a painting for the picture on the screen, as well as levers for the kind of rabbit ear antennas. Because technically this world is still in the 80s where that sort of thing was commonplace. Or at least it is in my sort of headcanon or whatever. So actually let's go ahead and use signs as kind of the drawers on here. Signs, buttons, and item frames, I guess. So we'll go ahead and put these on the back side. There we go. And a sign. Oh, of course, we can't use those because the buttons are there. So let's just use signs in that case. And then we'll go ahead and put an anvil planter in that little corner. And let's see. There we go. God, I don't know what that is, if that's a glitch or if that's just kind of the way the game runs, but it is extremely frustrating. Now let's go ahead and put in a bookshelf next to the TV set. Kind of act as like a I don't know if media center is per se the right word, but or phrase rather, but basically that sort of thing. Place to store all the DVDs or VCR tapes and Betamax tapes and all the other wonderful tape-based playback media of the 80s. So let's use spruce wood for the couch. We'll just kind of angle it like so. This will be nice and wide, and we'll go ahead and put down spruce wood slabs for the coffee table. Actually, let's use dark oak wood. We'll have that right in the middle there. That's nice. So let's get another painting. Hopefully we can get a 2x2. There we go. Alright, so let's see. What else could this room use? Actually, maybe I can make this like a corner couch. Bring that down to one block and put a table in the corner here. Then we'll put a torch on top of that to kind of act like a lamp. And then that'll basically be it for the living area. Yep, so that's pretty much it for this. I think it looks nice and cozy. So now let's move on to the bathroom. And first and foremost, act as kind of a mirror. We're going to use item frames and glass panes within those frames. Now for the lower cabinets here, we're going to use item frames and then heavy pressure plates as the kind of hardware on those. Now for the toilet paper roll, we're going to use wool, an item frame, and a button behind it. And you know, a lot of people use quartz pillars, but I think the wool kind of looks more like toilet paper actually does. But that's just my opinion, you know, I'm not one to judge. So, for the shower here, we're going to go ahead and use a potion, and just like a brick sort of thing, or ingot. Actually, I will use another brick as the soap bar, and that's kind of like a shampoo or conditioner type thing. And these townhome bathrooms actually have a skylight, which is pretty choice, if I do say so myself. Now let's move on to the bedrooms, and for those we're going to go ahead and grab, I guess we'll do red wool for this one, and we need white wool too, and white carpet, and I guess I'll go with, light gray for the one next to it. So we'll do 2 blocks of those, and then 2 more blocks. Pillow in the corner, and then we'll just go ahead and repeat that in this room. And this actually has its nice little private ensuite master bath, which is pretty cool. There we go, and we'll put that like so. And since we're here, let's go ahead and do this bathroom too. We're going to do the same thing with the window panes. And the kind of hardware for these ones. The cabinet, and the same button thing with the toilet paper. And that'll basically be it for the bathroom. And I'm sorry if I'm kind of talking at a mile a minute here. I don't have a whole lot of time to record, and I'm trying to kind of pack everything in as much as I can. So that's a nice painting there. That fits in perfectly. And we'll go ahead and do one more painting up here. There we go. Because who doesn't love coffee, right? Yeah. So now we'll do kind of a dresser on this side. And we will use signs and, I guess, item frames with the weighted pressure plates. And we'll also get a TV on top of here too, with the black stained clay. But first we're going to do the frames, then we'll put these in, and then we'll put in the signs behind those. There we go. Then we'll put in the black clay, and there's the antenna, and kind of an item frame as the antenna, or not antenna, but kind of like the screen, and it's blank because nothing is on TV right now. So we'll go ahead and grab some more plants here. Flower pot and a item frame, or not item frame, but player head. Getting really mixed up today for some reason, and I'm trying to think, is there anything else I could add in here? Maybe another painting on this wall. I think that's fine. So let's see. Is anything? Oh, we'll just go ahead and do some chests in this corner. There we go. So that's this bedroom, and we'll move on to the next one here. And let's go ahead and have this stuff in the corner. By this stuff I mean the TV and the dresser. Because there isn't actually... No, let's rearrange this a bit. Well, no. Let's stick with this. I kind of want the layout to differ somewhat between room to room. And we'll put this, actually, yeah, basically the same way we had it in the last one. So we'll have a painting on this one, antenna, or lever, as the antenna. We'll put it the other way, actually. There we go. And then we'll do the same thing with the item frames, and the signs, and the pressure plates. And that'll basically be the dresser for this room. Actually, let's rotate those the other way. There we go. And let's see. Put those down. And then what else? I guess we'll go ahead and put in a brewing stand here. Maybe it's like a jewelry holder type deal. I don't know what else that would be. And let me go ahead and do something that I've been doing lately. And what that is we're going to go ahead and put these plants in the item frames. I grabbed two of the wrong one there. So we'll just go ahead and put these all along this wall. What's that? Oh, I'm walking around on top here. I was going to say, what was that? Whoa, no. So yeah, that's basically it for this room. And we'll go ahead and put in one more painting above the bed here. Actually, no, let's do a clock. And now that I think of it, I'd like to do more of those in the rest of the house. So we'll put this one up here. That is a clock. And then maybe... no, let's put this back. Maybe one more up above here. And then another one in the lower level, in the kitchen. I guess on this wall would be a good place. Actually, yeah, I like that. And that is pretty much it. So I guess since we're in the garage here now, let's go ahead and put in some garbage bins, and that will be it, I do believe. We'll use buttons, pressure plates, or not pressure plates, but the trapdoors. I'm really at a loss for words today for some reason, I don't know why. Maybe it's just because I was up till like 4 in the morning last night, doing absolutely nothing of interest or value. So that's pretty much it. Actually, I know this is like the 4th time I've said that's pretty much it, but let's go ahead and put in some tools in these item frames here. And those will just kind of be like the random tools a lot of people have in their houses. Let's do a shovel and a pickaxe. Guess we'll put those up here, kind of underneath another trapdoor. Stop myself from saying pressure plate. And that'll kind of be like a shelving sort of setup. And then let's see, is there anything else? Maybe some bone meal to act like fertilizer for the garden. For the plants anyway. There really isn't much of a garden going. And I guess a wooden axe too, just for the sake of it. So that's pretty much it then. This townhome is all but furnished, and that wraps up this video. So hopefully soon I can do a tour of the complex once it's completed. Like I said, there will be a couple more buildings going over this way, and eventually there will be a pond, a big old strip mall on the other side, and hopefully it'll be a grand old thing. So that's pretty much it for this episode, or this series rather. I don't know how many episodes it'll end up being, but hopefully no more than 2 or 3, just for the sake of keeping it short. That's pretty much it for this video, and pretty sure I already said that. This video and this little series. Probably do some more Let's Furnishes in the coming future, and maybe some more Let's Builds too. So that's yeah, that's really about it. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed, please feel free to leave a like or a comment or whatnot. If not, then please feel free to leave some constructive criticism. I can always use some of that. It's always nice to know what I'm doing wrong, or what I can use improvement in. So, with that having been said, thanks again for watching, and hopefully I will see you next time.